Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Entrepreneurial Truth Podcast. Today, my guest is Cassandra McKissack. She is an author, speaker, life coach, and podcaster. She has a master's in education and is a former talk host on TV and radio. She is rediscovering herself and is now an entrepreneur who enjoys helping people. Welcome to the show, Cassandra.
Hey, Jim. Thank you for the invite. I'm so glad to be here. Hello, everyone.
Hey, yeah, it's a fun show. We're gonna try to have fun and get the message across tonight. Okay, and
Okay, I'm ready.
let me ask you this one first. What made you
Sure.
want to become an entrepreneur? Oh, the glasses got to go. I am
You're
now
great with the
blind.
glasses.
I am now blind. I can't see a thing.
Listen, it's really interesting. I was not trying to be an entrepreneur, for real, for real. My dad was an entrepreneur and raised a family of 8 as an entrepreneur. And he used to have me come on. And he was considered like the Les Brown back in the day, in his day,
Oh, I know
before Les
Les
Brown
Brown.
was real big. My
I
dad
love
was real
Les
big.
Brown.
And
Yes.
he'd have me come up on the stage and introduce myself. And I was so embarrassed, okay, because I'm a teenager, right? I'm like, I'm not trying to do all this. And so I went to school for education. And really, education is a great background for teaching and for speaking, because it gave me the confidence, to speak in front of others, because I used to be really shy. And so I was in the educational field, but it just wasn't completely satisfying, if you know what I mean. And
Mhm.
so I just started looking for what could give me satisfaction. And now I've had some hiccups along the way, some failures. Even wrote a book called Kiss Failure Goodbye, okay, and Hello to
Oh, I
Success.
love that. I
Yeah, a
like
lot of
that.
people do. Yeah. So I had a lot of failures. So I felt like I was a serial failure when it
No.
came to when it came to sales and this entrepreneurial thing. I had no clue, and I would go on vacation and actually research the internet, trying to figure out what was I really supposed to be doing? What am I going to do with the rest of my life? And, I'm an entrepreneur now, but I still feel like because the discovery is so vast. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to be when I grow up. And that's what's kind of exciting, because I don't have to limit myself, Jim. That's what I love. I don't, the only limits I have are the limits that I put on myself, and I'm not limiting myself. And I had a talk with a friend today who actually is a podcaster and interviewed Elena Cardone, Grant Cardone's wife.
Nice.
And
Wow.
before she ever met Grant, she said she always felt like she wanted to do more, she wanted to be more. And people were always like, why are you trying to do so much? Why are you? And when I heard the interview and I heard her saying that, I'm like, oh my God, I found my sister. That's how I feel. People are always telling me, you're always doing this, you're always doing that, you've got so much energy. I love life. I love
Mm,
people.
that's
Listen,
good.
don't try to barricade me and make me feel like you want to put me in a corner. It's not going to work. I got to be who I am. And I'm not you. I don't want to be a duplicate of anyone, because I don't need to be. And so I'm having fun along the way.
It
I'm learning
sounds
to
like it. I
enjoy the
like
journey.
that. I like that. Let's have a little fun. I like that idea. Um,
Yeah.
this is weird because I usually transition into something else, but
We're having so much fun.
yeah,
Let's
we're
say,
having
let it
fun.
rip, let it
But
rip.
I do want to get into that because that's what this is about. We want to get
Okay.
into the struggles. You said you were a serial failure. Uh,
I was a serial
you
failure.
couldn't
And
you couldn't make oatmeal, or no, I'm just kidding.
well, I guess I meant in the job market when it
I
came
was
to
kidding.
really, and it's cute, couldn't make oatmeal. Probably couldn't fry an egg too well either, but that's a whole other topic.
Serial failure. I'm just kidding.
And Well, and I only mean it's because I kept trying things. I'm like, well, this isn't working. Let me try this. Let me try that. Because everybody would see me, especially salespeople. They're like, oh, she's got such a bubbly personality. We love her. Hey, we want her on our team. But it wasn't the right fit. So I can't just do something because you think I'm such a nice, bubbly person. You know,
Right.
it's got to be more than that.
Right.
I've got to believe in what I'm doing. And I really feel like the podcasting, the talk show host and radio host, those were the things that I was feeding into. You know, I had to discontinue, you know, the talk host for a while because some things came up in the family and I just wasn't able to do those things anymore. But it's coming back. And I thank God for Facebook Live and all the other mediums that we have to connect with people. So I'm going to be offering an online course. I'm going to be doing some regular Facebook Lives. And I just feel like, you know, I have nothing to stop me. I have no limits. No limits, Jim. I think I'll write a book called No Limits.
There you go. Start on it. He can start on that now. No, I'm kidding. So
maybe you can co-host the book with me.
That would be great. No, I've already got offered to do one audiobook, so maybe that'll be what I can do.
Oh, I hadn't thought about an audiobook. That would be great. Yeah, and you've got that golden voice, so let's go for it. Well, you do, dude.
It does sound fun.
I'm glad you like it. A lot of people don't like their voices.
Oh, No, I said that doing the audiobook sounded like fun. That sounds.
Oh, well, your voice sounds like fun too. I mean, it's a great voice.
Thank you.
It's a great voice.
But it was funny because I was debating doing video because I like the voice better than I like the look or whatever.
Oh, stop.
No, yeah, that's really the way it was.
But it's the whole package. The way we look, the way we talk, it's the whole package. You know what I'm saying? It's like you were meant to be who you were, to sound like you do, to look like you do, because it's that special secret sauce that only you have, that only I have.
Right.
And so I'm learning to embrace who I am because, you know, I used to be like, oh, my nose is so big and, you know, I got the pimple over here trying to cover it up. But it's like, listen, pimples and all, you know, warts, whatever you see, this is it. You know, I'm going to go for it. Either love it or you don't.
I like the fact I have a lot of people on this show. And I have a lot of people talk about limiting beliefs and fears and things that they go through. I don't really see you going through a whole lot of that.
Well, I went through that. I had my period where I did go through, you know, struggles with self-esteem. Mm-hmm. And, you know, everybody wants to be cuter and more handsome. And it's like, why can't we just go with the hand we were dealt and make the best of it? Because no one can reproduce you, Jim. No one can reproduce me. So if I just enjoy who I am, wow. You know, that's a rare thing, that people really enjoy who they are without all the plastic surgery and with all, you know, the stuff. You know, it's like, just give me the authentic you.
Yes. Oh, I love it. Because like I said, the show is called The Entrepreneurial Truth. And we want the true journey, the true person.
I love that name.
You know, not the fake stuff like that. I mean, you know, I'm having
no fake news, no fake people.
No fake news. I'm having I had a difficult day. My back is all out of line and it's all really kind of messed up and those things, which, hey, you know what? If you want to succeed and you want to do something, you got to suck it up and do it sometimes.
And not just that, if we can remember the magic of our moms and our dads, and remember when we would fall and we would hurt our leg or fall and skin our elbow and we'd be crying and like, and mommy would come and kiss the elbow or, you know, or kiss the shoulder, or kiss your nose. And when and like magic, it's like it stopped hurting. You know,
Yeah, I
and
felt
think we don't
better.
have, I don't think we have enough magic going on. We don't have enough people coming around saying, you know, hey, give Jim a hug. Jim, it's going to
Right.
be okay.
Right.
Jim, you're all right.
Right.
And like magic, it stops. It just goes
It
away
does.
because it's like you had a mind shift change. And when you have a
Yes.
mind shift
Paradigm
change,
shift. Yep.
yes,
Exactly.
things that bothered you stop bothering you.
Okay, we have to
And
stop
then-
the show real quick. I have to call my mom. Just kidding.
Well, maybe it's not so much just about calling your mom or even
Just
a
kidding,
friend.
but it was kind of funny.
Even a friend, you know, a friend comes along. I was in Starbucks yesterday and I was talking to a guy about his future, and he was telling me what he wanted to become. He's a young man in his middle 20s, and he said he had to drop out of college to help his family, and he wanted to be a graphic designer. And so we just started talking about things that he could do to move toward that. And he was so elated when we got done talking. You know what he said to me? Would you give me a hug?
Aww.
He says, I wasn't having a very good day, but he said, I feel like a hero. I haven't done anything. But you know what? That's the mind shift. If you just believe and conceive that you can be more, that you can do more, that people care about you, it makes you feel better.
Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, you'll achieve. That's from
Yes. And that's what my show is going to be about. My podcasting show is called Magnificent Life.
Ooh,
and
I like that.
Yes.
Magnificent Life.
Magnificent Life. And what it means is we're going to talk about, you know, the hard times and the struggles, because that makes you who you are today.
It forms who you become. It really does.
Yes.
I've talked to people who said they were overnight success, right? And it took them 6-7 years to do it.
What about 20 years?
20 years, 30 years, 25 years.
I think the guy that made the Kentucky Fried Chicken, he opened his first restaurant at 60. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Colonel Sanders.
So just think about all the things he tried to do possibly in between before he finally struck gold, and that worked. So the same thing for us. We got to keep striking for that goal, baby, till it comes forward.
Yep, like Edison with the light bulb. Over and over.
Exactly. Just like you with the golden voice. You're going to strike gold, baby. For real.
Thank you.
I'm serious. Someone's going to hear that voice and say, hey, we need that dude over here.
Yeah.
I believe it.
I've had a few offers for that too. I think it's really,
what
really
did you do? I know you didn't turn them down. What'd you say?
No, I did an intro for a person for their podcast, and I've had an offer for an audiobook, but I haven't got the book, or we haven't gone further with that yet. But I think that'll work out. That'll
if they were going a little slow, listen, that's why I'm here. You can help me out, okay?
That's fine. I have no problem with that either. Okay, so I wanted you to expound a little bit more on the TV and radio thing. You did TV radio hosting?
Yes. And actually that show was called The Life, because I interviewed all kinds of people from all spectrums, all, creeds and colors. And, I just wanted to talk to people to find out what they were doing. I wanted to find out their secret sauce, what was working, what wasn't working. I wanted to find out when they were failing, how did they go from failing to succeeding? So we'd have those kinds of stories. We talk about how they found their.
Oh, so it looks like we lost the video. I don't know why we lost the feed there, but we're going to bear with it and see if we can get it back. Yeah, something happened. I don't know what it was. Oh, I don't want to do this.
It's like a light bulb moment.
Well, we lost you for a minute there. I just wanted to let you know.
Okay.
The video feed cut out.
I don't know what happened, but
I don't know. It just cut out and froze. So I just told everybody, we'll hope we get that back. And we do have it back, so we're going to go right back to you.
Okay. Well, I was gone, so I didn't even know you had a moment. But yeah, so those failures, they help make you. and they help define who you're going to become. And I think part of the failing is you haven't found the you that you need to be just yet. So from the failure, you're getting experiences, and you can pull from those. And people that I meet that have kind of had the same life where they had some successes. They did have some, I've had some successes, but I've had some horrible failures, you know. I've had both. So I think it kind of balances you out. You get a little bit of failure.
I think you use a lot of those failures to build on. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I think that it's not really that thing, and it's just a little off, but you keep going with it, to try to find your true, authentic self.
Exactly. That's it. You're trying to find your truth. That's what it is. Yep. And your truth may not be my truth.
Right.
I mean, we still may have some truths that match, but we don't have to match in every area to.
It's almost better if we don't, because then someone else, because someone else can come in, like my friend Carrie Vickers, and she comes in and helps me with stuff, and she knows more than I do on, most everything.
Wow.
But she'll come in and help me. My wife will come in and help me. I mean, different people come in and help me. So, yeah.
I love it. I mean, that's what we're here for. We're here to help each other along the journey. Hopefully I have said something that, you can consider, at a later time that will be helpful, even if it's motivational or inspirational, even if it helps to assist you with changing your mindset about something that wasn't working. I mean, it's worth it that we've met, that we've connected. There's purpose in all of this. And so I love it. I absolutely love it.
And I also think that we each have something to contribute to a greater purpose.
Yes, absolutely.
Because everybody together, because we're different. Every single one of us is different, has different talents and abilities and stuff like that. But when we bring all together, we start shoring up all those spaces and all those, the defects. We start, everything that we don't know. Like if I don't know this, I got a friend that knows that. Okay, great. I need this for my voiceover, so that, my thing or something like that. Just everyone comes together, and then we really have something.
Yeah, that's true. And it's special because it's like, wow, look at him, look at her, look at what they can do. I can't do that, but I can admire them, and then they can admire me in my own way. I may not do what they do, but I still have something to bring to the table. And that's what I think the message needs to be in life. Bring what you have to the table and let's make it work. It's like a potluck,
Exactly. It's exactly it. And the thing is, though, I think if enough good people succeed, then we will tip the balance.
Absolutely.
I say that a lot in my shows, but I really believe that. I really believe if enough good people get together and work together to, help each other out to become successful, then we can all help each other and help others.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
And that's the way it should be.
Then we tip the balance in the world.
Yeah. And it makes a difference. And then you don't have to feel like, some people feel like the world is going to hell in a handbasket, whatever that means, right?
Yeah, I don't want to, the one thing I don't want is to be in that handbasket. That's
not only that, it's like, why do you have to say that? Why can't you believe that the world is, we're going to go to heaven and have a good time, or we can create heaven here on earth, why not? It's like, you see the glass half full or half empty.
I just drink it. I don't care if it's half empty.
But it's all perspective,
Yeah, well, what I was saying is it's funny because we make all these, there's so many cliches, and we did this one, I can't remember. I think it was Carrie, I'm not sure. One of us was discussing the box. how everybody's thinking outside the box. So we need to start getting back in the box because nobody's in the box anymore. They're all outside the box. So if we want to think differently, we have to go back inside the box or find a new box.
Well, listen, my dad says this. He says some people's minds are like cement. Okay, they're all mixed up and permanently set. Nothing's getting in and nothing's coming out because they're set. Right. It's my way or the highway. And it's like, no, it's not. No, it's not. And not that there's not some absolutes in the world, right. but it's not always, doesn't always have to be your way. It doesn't.
I guess I look at things differently. I mean, it's like, there's another one, and it's a good one. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it says teamwork makes the dream work. And I said, well, it didn't really work out for those poor people on the Titanic, now did it? It's just a different perspective, I guess. I don't know. I'm just being crazy.
You know what? I think it's just part of the ecosystem. We're not meant to be here forever, right?
Right, exactly.
I mean, I know my day's coming. But when you come to my funeral, please come in a brightly colored shirt and sing a song and say, woohoo! She had a good time when she was here. We're not going to be sad for her because she made a difference. That's what I want people to say at my funeral.
I agree.
Hey, she made a difference. She said something to inspire me. She made me go back to school. She made me see that I could do it maybe part-time if I can't do it full-time. If we can just say something to make a difference in people's lives, isn't that what it's all about?
It is what it's all about.
Yeah,
I have this
sweeten the lemonade.
You are one of those people, and I see this almost like a vision in my head. I see
Are you serious?
A bunch of hands, and I've said this before, where we're all lifting each other up like a staircase almost.
Oh, I love that.
And I think you're one of those people that uplift people and get them going up in that right direction. I can see that.
Oh, I love doing that. Listen, I got that from my dad. Like I said, my dad was the Les Brown of his time, and he gave motivational meetings all over the country. He just didn't have the level of success, but he had his own success. It was his, and it was still so cool. And I got to be his daughter, and I got to learn some of these things.
If you continue to believe in yourself, you'll be able to do the same thing because I think you inherited a lot of that.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so blessed. So blessed. At least that's the way I look at it. There were some difficult times, but hey, isn't that what life is all about?
It is.
You have lemons, and hey, let's make some lemonade. Let's make it better. Let's find a way to
do it. Just throw lemons at people. No, no idea why I said that.
Listen, if you throw lemons, you got to throw some sugar too, okay?
Okay. I'll do that. I don't know. It's just some of these cliches drive me crazy. And so I just try to make something else out of them. I like this one. There's no such thing as can't. And I told someone, I says, hey, that's fine. You can stand on the roof and jump off because I believe you can fly. Remember, there's no such thing as can't. It's not that I don't believe this stuff, but I'm saying that sometimes it doesn't make any sense.
I think sometimes it's not necessarily supposed to make sense. It just sounds good.
I know, that's exactly what I think. I think we say things that just don't make any sense whatsoever because they sound wonderful.
It is what it is.
There's another one.
Yeah, my dad would say it is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. So what you gonna do?
Yeah, I like that though.
What you gonna do?
There's things that I like and there's sayings that I like, but then when you really look at some things, it really honestly doesn't make any sense. I don't know how we got on this, but it's kind of funny.
It's your fault.
It's my fault.
It's your truth. It's your truth.
You're right.
We're talking about your truth, dude.
Right now, yeah. And it's nothing. I was like, no, it's not like I don't feel like, yeah, we should lift each other up and all that. I believe in that 100%. I believe in a lot of things, like that. But there's just certain things that people say that it's like, did you really think about that? Or I'm just kidding. I'm gonna do it.
Sometimes I just think people need to just hear themselves talk.
Yeah, it could be. See, I wanted to be a stand-up comedian, but I'm too lazy for that. So I just decided.
Are you serious?
No, I'm kidding. God. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
You could have done it. I bet you could have.
I don't know.
Coulda.
I'd rather do this though. I really would. I'd rather.
Well, you're great. This is perfect.
This.
You should be doing this.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing podcasting?
I do a Detroit Lions podcast. And I've done that. Got 77 episodes under my belt on that one.
Now, how long have you been on YouTube? You've been on YouTube too?
This one I've started in September on my 50th birthday.
Oh, good for you.
On the 25th, of this year.
Your birthday is September 25th?
Yes.
Get out of town. Mine is September 24th.
Whoa.
No wonder you're such a great guy.
My goodness.
Hey.
1 day away. Wow. No, I had it in me to do this for quite a while, and I did the Lions podcast because I wanted to learn how to do it, set up and all that stuff. And every time we would try to go to video with that one, it was just awful. It was like a nightmare.
Oh, no.
But it wasn't meant to be that way. It was meant to be what it is.
Yeah.
This is meant to be what this is, which is totally different than what I do there. And my passion is here. It is.
Yes.
Because the Lions podcast has kind of turned into this big complaining session every week. So, well, they're 3-10 or something like this now. They're awful.
What do you mean? Now you lost me.
The Lions podcast, Detroit Lions.
The Detroit Lions.
The football team. Yeah.
They have a podcast?
Yeah, I do that on Sundays.
Oh, I see.
And it was a training on how to learn how to do all this so that I could do this show. This radio.
Oh, I got you.
So I learned by doing that one. And I was thinking, I'm just going to do the same thing. I'll just put it on, iTunes, and I'm on iHeartRadio and Spotify and all that.
Oh, cool. Now, are you doing any blogging? Are you doing any blogging or?
No. No.
Have you written any books or anything?
No.
Anything like that?
No. I have something coming out, but it's going to take me a minute. But I got something coming out that I'll talk about later.
Okay.
Right now, me and some other people are working on something right now, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I love this stuff. I had kidney failure when I was 36,
wow.
I think. Somewhere.
Are you serious? 6 years old?
36.
Oh, 36. Okay, that's a big difference.
And
but
then, so
at 6 or 36, that's pretty.
It's different.
Not so good.
Yeah, 36 still isn't good. Trust me.
Oh my gosh. So what happened? You had a miracle?
No, I had a transplant.
Fine.
I had a transplant.
Oh.
Yeah, I was 3.5 years on dialysis.
That is a miracle.
So I was I had 7 years laid up. So I started studying in 2004, I think. I started listening to a podcast called Internet Business Mastery, and I just loved it. I fell in love with internet business, and I fell in love with all the stuff. And there's a guy on there named Pat Flynn, and he was in that.
Yeah, I've been listening to Pat. I get his emails now.
Yeah, he was in that group when he was doing his Leads Academy thing before he ever made it, and I was in a group with him a long, long time ago. So that was pretty cool. And I didn't do anything with it back then, but
So you haven't created any internet products or anything like that, or?
I have a limiting beliefs workbook out right now.
Oh,
but that's it. I've been trying to really, really, really focus on doing this show to help other people, because
you know what? That book would help a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
You know what? We should turn it into a course and offer it for people to they can work on their thinking.
There
it would
you go.
Be a great. I'm serious. I mean, yep. I need to read it first to kind of get into how many pages. How many pages is it?
It's not very long. It's only like a 13-page workbook. It's nothing big.
Well, you know what? A 13-page workbook could work miracles for people that need
For some people, yeah, it could. It could.
I would love to read that.
It's definitely a journey of self-discovery, because you kind of learn more about yourself as you're writing things down, that type of thing. So you kind of self-discover what it is that's holding you back at first. Because some people, we don't even know what's holding us back.
I love that.
We
Oh my God, that would be a
self-sabotage.
great class.
Yeah.
So, matter of fact, a friend of mine's been talking a lot about self-sabotage. You should do a class.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I can help you if you.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
I'm serious. That would help a whole bunch of people. I also wrote a book just to since we're talking about books. My other book is called The Gift. And it is about self-discovery, how the gift, we're always looking for someone else's gift.
No, the gift's inside of you.
Yes, the discovery of your gifts. Because people used to tell me, oh, you're so talented, or I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? I mean, I'd be clueless.
Yep.
But people can see things in you sometimes you can't even see in yourself.
Boy, we talk about this every week, just every week. It's called the imposter syndrome.
Yes, I know about that.
So we look at ourselves in the mirror. We see all the flaws, everything that's bad. The big nose, you talked about that earlier. This, that, and the other. And then when someone else sees you, they see right past that, and they see all this good stuff inside of you. They see feel the gold. All this good stuff. Yeah, they do. They do. And it's like, but we don't.
My next book I want to write is called "You Are the Gold." You are the gold.
I like that.
We're looking for
that.
Yeah, we need to mine ourselves. We are the mine. The gold is in us.
That's why you have to. You have to surround yourself with those good people, though. Too.
And you know what? If I could tell you, I promise you, the face of my friends has so completely changed. And because I used to feel like I was a bad person if I let go of people that weren't good for me, now I'm embracing it. And since I've been embracing letting people go, all the good people are coming in, and it is blowing. Who would ever think that my friend would have interviewed Elena Cardone?
That's
great. Really. And Elena Cardone is doing 10X for women. Her husband does the 10X for men. Yeah. She has a network, and she's inviting women to be part of her network. That's awesome. So I told my friend, I said, I would have never even thought I'd have a chance to even talk to an Elena Cardone, let alone go to her event. My girlfriend gave me a ticket to go to, those events are like thousands of dollars.
Yes.
Like, duh.
Of course I'm going to go.
And here I have the opportunity of a lifetime. It blew my mind. I'm like, oh my God, I am opening up to so many possibilities. So let's do that. Let's talk about the imposter syndrome. Let's do that book.
Yes.
And let's turn it into like maybe a 3 or 4 week self-discovery class.
That sounds
and
amazing
talk about
to me.
this. We can do a Facebook group and get
I have a Facebook group.
But sometimes
it's important because I have most of the people that I interview is in that group, and it's becoming a place where people can find help and support.
Wow.
and it just seems like there's a lot of good people there. There are a lot of
that's why that's even more reason to offer them a class.
Yeah.
Now start offering something that they can help themselves reinvent themselves.
Right.
Transformation. Right. People want to transform.
Yes, they do. They don't want to be held back. They don't want to be held back. Right.
Exactly. Wow, I love this. This is awesome. I am so glad you chose me to interview. I'm so honored. Thank you. It's
been a good time. I mean, and we didn't get to half the questions that I want to get to. But that's no, that's fine. I'm totally good with that. I am completely good with the direction everything goes. Each show goes a little different, I mean, sometimes we'll talk and get really in depth into some really deep subject matter, and then other times we just have a really good time and talk. And
wow. How's the back?
It doesn't feel as bad right now.
See?
It doesn't.
And it's all those good endorphins. They are coming to the top.
That's true.
And they're like, hey, I gave you some invisible hugs, dude.
I needed it. I was at work today, and I know my coworker people. I had one of them look at my back, and they were like, "Oh my goodness."
Well, we were going to tell that back to line up, to get in line and feel better for my friend Jim.
Yes.
Amen. I believe in it. I believe in it. We can speak ourselves into good health.
Yes.
Physically, mentally, we can do that. We have the power. The power is in our tongue. We don't realize how powerful our words are. Our words are healing. Our words are life. They really are. And
I agree with you.
It's a gift to be able to give that to people.
It is.
So,
and it is to be able to uplift other people and help other people.
Yes.
And that's what this is all about too. It really is.
That's my mission.
Like if somebody's watching this and they say, wow, I really resonate with Cassandra. That's the person that I see myself in. And they can see how happy you are and see what
that's a
kind
gift.
of heart
That's
you
a
have.
blessing.
And they can resonate with this video. When other people, they resonate with other people.
Yeah, and that's fine. That's fine. I mean, sometimes, you can have the same person resonate with 4 or 5 and then the other 2, no. It just happens like that.
We could do the exact same show, say the exact same things. And you would vibe with certain people and I would vibe with certain
Exactly.
We both have our own different tribe. We'd have our own different people that follow us. It's because of who we are and the vibe that we're putting out.
Yes.
And so that's why everybody's like, oh, this guy's already doing this in this area. And so I don't think I got anything to offer because there's so much. Well, you know what? Maybe other people resonate with you and they don't resonate with the big guy.
Exactly.
And so it's a thing where you need to speak your message, whatever's on your heart to speak. That's what you do.
Yes, absolutely.
That's what you're here to do.
Yes.
So you need to bring that message out and then deliver it to the people that want to hear it.
Exactly. And that's what I want to do. I want the people that I'm called to, my tribe, hey, I want them to come to mama. Because I got something to offer, just like you've got something to offer.
And that's what you do. That's all you have to do, though. But you just got to get the message out to a lot of people, because some people will like what you say. Other people won't like what you say or who you are or whatever. True. But it's not a thing of they don't like you. What it is they don't have that same feeling that you do, that your frequency isn't hitting them because they're either lower or higher or not right on point.
And sometimes it's jealousy. Sometimes it's jealousy because you're vibing so high and you're happy, and they like their vibe is so low, and she probably won't want to happen.
I think it's more of a that's hard for me to explain. It's more like a magnet where the one side just attracts and the other side repels.
Absolutely.
Like somebody's message I will repel somebody away from me. But that could be that same person that is magnetically attracted to you.
Right.
Not that we're different. I'm not even saying that. I'm just using it as an example.
Yes. But what's so cool is that same person that sees you today could see you 60 days from now and say, wow,
change. Yeah.
I really like what that guy is saying. And you're like, I'm doing the same thing, but something in them has changed.
Is something in them has changed, or maybe something in me has changed just a little bit. It just
and it's
depends.
Enough for the frequencies to jive.
To jive.
So that's so cool.
Yep. We all resonate at a certain frequency. And some people are going to like what we do and some people aren't. And I've totally accepted that. So that's why I'm just myself. I'm real. I don't worry about what people think. And if they'll be mad at me, they're just going to be mad at me. I'm not going to worry.
That's the truth entrepreneur.
Yep. That is the way it is too, because there are some people who are our friends that want to see us succeed, and they're at that level to where they're just happy for us. You know what I'm saying? They got that fervor for us to succeed. The new friends that I've made have that for me.
Yeah.
Some of the old friends that I have, I'm not sure that they do. I don't know, but I'm not sure that they do, because it seems like a jealousy thing, or it seems like they're trying to knock you off so they don't look as low or something. And
I'm just
not even that I'm that high or anything, because I don't believe that.
Right. It's just
really
people's
don't.
insecurities get in the way of their growth, really.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to grow up and understand. I may never be able to do what Jim does, but I can appreciate you.
Right.
And you might be able to help me to come up because of my appreciation. What you appreciate, really is a reflection back to you.
It is.
And people don't realize if I'm hating on you or disliking you, that's really a reflection on me in my head. Because you could be feeling like, hey, I'm great, I'm wonderful, I'm the best thing since sliced bread. But if the other person doesn't get it, that's just their issue. It's not yours. And don't make it yours.
Right. And now sliced bread is overrated as well because it's not good for you anymore. So I'm just kidding. See, I did it again. I have no idea why that stuff sticks in my head so much, but it does. But no, being serious, so it's a thing, and a lot of times I'll just go right up there and say it. I don't care who don't like me. I don't, because not everybody's going to, and I totally accept that.
So you know what? I don't even make it an issue. I don't even.
I don't. Nope.
Really even try to talk like that. I just talk about the good stuff.
That's good.
I just try.
I talk about everything.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying I don't. What I try to do is focus on the things that I want to make more of and magnify that.
No, I see what you're saying.
It's kind of what they talk about in The Secret.
Yep.
What you attract is what you are embracing. Like I told you, my friends have changed because I'm embracing more and more people that are magnanimous, that are, have awesome personalities, that love people.
Me too.
I'm attracting those people. So what is not me is falling off. Mm-hmm. And what is me is coming closer. Oh my God.
And that real so poetic. And that real you is coming out.
Yes.
And people are going to see that real you and resonate with that person.
Absolutely. And that's all I want to talk about. And if anyone is not there yet, it's like, you can come up here. It's okay. It really is okay. And I'm not the kind of person, I don't want anybody to stay down. I want us all to come up, but I know I can't make that happen for them. You have to come to a place in your mind, in your heart, where you say, it's okay. I'm okay. And I'm going to climb. I'm going to do what I can, and it's going to start coming toward me. And that's what's happening. The good people, the good stuff, the millionaires, they're coming toward me. Yep. And I had a conversation last week. I was interviewed, and this lady said, I used to think it was really hard to become a millionaire. She said, but more and more of my friends are millionaires now. And I'm seeing that it's not as much of a big issue that I thought it was. And they're showing me how to do some things so I can come up to their level. Yep. And that to me, that's a beautiful thing.
I've said this. I think that this generation of entrepreneurs have the biggest heart I've ever seen. And I believe that we can help the next generation have that same spirit. And if we do, everybody I talk to, and I'm lucky, I'm blessed to have the people that come on this show and are in my group and are my friends that I talk to almost every day. These people are awesome people, just awesome people, I used to have this thing, because I grew up in a poor neighborhood and all that stuff. And it's the mindset of that rich people were holding you down, and they were bad people, and they stepped on people to get to where they're at. And, they're taking money from poor people because they don't pay tax. All these terrible, things that I would never want to be. And so when you're inside your subconscious mind and you have these beliefs that, you'd never want to be that person, you'll sabotage yourself. Because if you cannot see yourself being that person, everything inside of you will fight against you not to.
Wow. I need to write that down. Do you know what? This is a conversation that we need to continue this
Oh,
conversation
yes,
about
we do.
failure
We will.
and success. Well,
We will.
I don't mean just on this platform, but I'm saying actually have a course that talks about self-sabotage, that talks about the things in our upbringing about being poor, about being successful, about failure.
About lack of money, about lack of, things. Are you there? It looks like we lost you again. Oh, I hope not. That's okay, guys. We're going to talk about the fear of lack, and if you believe in that, there you go. There you go. You froze up. You froze up again on us.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, that's okay. I'm just going to leave it right in the show. I don't worry. Not a worry for me at all.
But you're hitting on something, because people need to, and I think that's why people stay stuck, because they don't feel like they have permission to talk about these things in their past that, just exactly what you said, when you were coming up, these rich people are stepping on the poor people. Mm-hmm. And maybe it's not like that at all. Because I know poor people
everybody that I know that is as anything has been totally kind to me and awesome to me and helping me and done everything they can to help. And it's like, wow. Yeah,
but did you hear that part I just said? I know poor people that are stepping on poor people. Poor people that are pulling poor people down. And it's not.
They don't want to see them succeed, because that destroys their narrative.
In the barrel, the crab in the barrel.
Yeah. It destroys their narrative. It destroys their story. Because their story says that. I
don't hear people talking about that. We should talk about that.
Yeah.
We should do a Facebook Live.
That sounds good to me.
We can do it here on this format too, but even on Instagram and YouTube. Let's have some conversations about it. I bet there's some people that are really stuck because of all these scenarios going on in their head and what they were told about poor people.
Money doesn't grow on trees. That was a big one for me.
It doesn't? I didn't know that.
But that's.
I just went and got some money off the tree today.
or like this one, what do you think I am, an ATM or a bank or whatever? I've heard that. And so what it does is it creates this thing in your mind that money is really hard to get. It's hard to make. It's hard. And then it becomes hard.
For some people, they feel like it's not for me. It's for those people over there.
And if I'm an artist, there's another one. If I'm an artist, I should be a starving artist, because my art is more important than money. My whatever I have to offer is more important than money. And if I took money for it, I'd be greedy.
Oh, that's terrible that people are thinking like that.
Really? Have you ever seen that on TV where it says the starving artist?
Yes.
Well,
I've
that's
heard that
why,
said.
because of the mindset that in that community that says that, if you're an artist, this is what you either choose your art or your money. You choose your music or your money. You choose your this or that.
Crazy.
Teaching.
That is so
it's another
crazy.
One. It's another one where people say, well, you either choose to be a teacher or you choose money. I've heard this. And so it doesn't have to be true, but it's true because people say it. Yeah. That's why.
And people are holding it in their minds.
Yeah.
They're holding it in their psyche.
That's why I challenge all that stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. We challenge all those beliefs. So by me saying that teamwork makes the dream work, because everybody believes that, just because it's said doesn't necessarily mean it's true. And so by challenging some of those beliefs, some of those things that we always say about the box and inside of it or outside it or wherever we're at, then we can challenge other mindsets as well.
This would be a great class to offer, especially on self-sabotage. And like with my coaching skills and then just people skills, this would be something great to offer some folks. I bet people would want to take this class.
I agree.
Well, let's do it.
I want to see first. Let me go into this first before we go. I want to make sure that we have everything that like you're doing right now. I want to go to you. I don't want to go to us or what we can do in the future. Let's
talk having
about
fun.
I love it. I do, but I want to talk about what you're doing right now. You said you're going to make a pivot to be an entrepreneur. What are you working on right now?
Well, I'm going to be offering courses. I'm going to be offering courses in podcasting, how to get
Nice.
started,
Nice.
how to monetize it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be offering other types of classes like you and I just talked about. Some of
Right.
them I will be creating as I go. Have you heard the expression build while you fly?
Absolutely.
I'm learning how to build while I fly. And it's a great experience. A few years ago, I probably wouldn't have been able to handle that because it would have been so far-fetched from my thinking. But now, because I'm meeting millionaires
Yep.
who are saying, we just tried this, we didn't even know it would work.
Right.
I interviewed a guy last week, Evans Putman, and he's telling me that he was working with a guy who was a New York bestseller,
Yeah.
and the guy wanted his help to create something. He said, and I was trying to help him, but I didn't know what I was doing. He said, we just tried this and it wouldn't work. We would try this, it wouldn't work. And see, I think people need to not be afraid to try.
Not be
Because some
afraid
people
to
won't even try.
fail.
Oh, I'll just fail. Or why not try? Why
Right.
you
Exactly.
might end up a millionaire, or even if you didn't end up, you might make six figures.
Right.
Hello, that beats
Right.
$5-10 an hour, right? I mean,
It sure
it's like,
does.
I think we need to start challenging people, and that would be a great challenge. Create something from nothing.
Exactly.
Create something from nothing. Is
That
that
sounds
like,
good.
woo? It sounds like way
It
out there.
sounds like really, really good stuff. All
I
right,
know,
everybody.
I know.
We're gonna end this week, and this week.
No,
I say
I
this
don't
week,
want to
and it's every
go.
day. But do you want to say goodbye to everybody?
Goodbye, everyone.
All
I'm going
right.
to say goodbye till later because this
Till
is
later.
not
We're
the
gonna do it
end.
again. All right.
Thank you so
Everybody,
much.
have a great day, and we appreciate you.